Go. All right, I'm going to show you how to do mean absolute deviation. It's otherwise known as MAD. Again, you can take notes in your math journal or you can take notes on ClassKick. I don't care. So this is how to find the mean absolute deviation for a set of numbers, otherwise known as MAD. M-A-D. MAD. All right. Let me know if you are unable to see the notes or whatever. Okay, so if you have a set of data, so the set of data that I'm going to use today is right here. So here's my first example. If I have it, so this is, for example, a sample problem. So find the, find the mean absolute deviation of these data. So the numbers that we're going to use are 3, 6, 3, not 2, 6, 7, 8, 11, and 15, and 16. So that's the data that I'm going to use for this particular problem. And then I'm going to show you the steps to finding this. So, step 1, you're going to find the mean. Oops. Sorry. Find the mean of all values. You're going to. Can somebody let me know if I spell stuff wrong, please? Thank you. Sorry about that. Find the mean of the values. So how would I do that? Right. I'd add them up and divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay. And then, by the way, you're going to use Desmos. You're not going to sit here and try to do it by hand because it's chancing getting it wrong. Dude, I cannot spell today. There we go. Use Desmos. Step 2, and this may not make very much sense, so I am going to demonstrate it in a minute. Step 2, you're going to find the distance of each value from the mean. In other words, you're going to subtract the mean from each value and ignore the negative signs. So let me scroll up here a little bit. All right, so it says find the distance of each value from the mean. The way that you do that is you take the first, so like once you find the average, you're going to do 3 minus the average and get a new number. Then you're going to do 6 minus the average and get a new number. Yes, those numbers may be negative, but we're going to ignore the negative sign. And I'm going to demonstrate this for you in a minute. And by the way, what is absolute value? Does anybody remember that? Absolute value? Any ideas? It's been a minute since we've done that, so. Huh? Say it louder. Kind of. So let me show you. All it is, so absolute value, you may not want to write this down real quick, is just the distance a number is away from 0, right? Oops. Okay, the distance a number is away from 0. So, for example, if I said, here's my number line, and I have -1, -2, and -3, +1, 2, 3. Just to refresh your memory, if I say, what is the absolute value of -3? In other words, I'm asking you, how far is -3 away from 0? It's 3 places, right? So since it's 3 places away, that we just say that the absolute value of -3 is 3 because it's 1, 2, 3 places away from 0. Absolute value is always positive. If I say, what is the absolute value of +2? What is the absolute value of +2? It's 2 because it's 1, 2 places away from 0. Okay, so that's important to note. Absolute value is always positive. That's why we're ignoring the negative signs. And then the third step, oops. Okay. And if you're watching this video, then, and I'm going too fast, you can always pause and you can rewind, whatever you need to do. All right, so then step 3, after I do that subtraction and I take the data minus the average, I'm going to find the average of all the differences. So, step 3, find the mean of the differences. Oops. Kind of helps if you can see it. Different. Find the mean of the differences, and then that is your answer. So, are you ready to try it? You're going to use Desmos to do all your calculations, and we are using this data set right here. If that's going to copy, I hope so. So, we're going to try it. Yay. Okay, so first of all, we're going to find the average. So I'm going to, or find the mean, I should say. I'm going to add those up, and I'm going to divide by, what, 8? Okay, so I did use Desmos to add all of the numbers together. I did put them in parentheses, and I divided by 8. The mean of this data is 9. So the mean is 9. Now, the next thing that you're going to do is you're going, okay, so you might want to watch this just to see what to do. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take each piece of data and subtract 9 from it. So it helps me just to make like a little table like this. So your data can go here, the mean goes here, and then the difference between them can go here. My first piece of data is 3. I'm just going to go ahead and put all this in my little chart. It is a little bit time consuming. That's the only thing about finding mean absolute deviation. It's just a little bit time consuming. And I know everything you like to do quickly. So this is my step 2. Okay, I take my piece of data, 3. I subtract the mean. So I'm doing 3 minus 9 equals, what, -6. But I don't need the negative sign. It's just going to go away. I'm going to ignore it. Just like that. Okay, then I'm going to do 6 minus, ooh, sorry, that's not what I wanted. Excuse me, 6 minus, dadgummit, did it again, rats. 6 minus 9, that would be -3, so I'm keeping it positive. 6 minus 9 is 3. What's 7 minus 9? It's -2, but we're just keeping the 2. 8 minus 9 is -1, but we're keeping just the 1. 11 minus 9 would be 2. 15 minus 9 is, what, 4? I just had a brain fog. What's 15 minus 9? Thank you. And 16 minus 9. Wait, 7? Sorry, my brain stopped for a moment. Now, step 3 is easy. I'm going to add all these numbers up and divide by 8. So, step 3, use Desmos. Oh, it's in version of 8. Okay, I'm going to use Desmos to find the mean. The mean of the differences. So, I'm adding 6 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 6 plus 7. I'm going to divide by 8. So, there you go. Oh, perfect. All right. So, we've got 6 I'm going to put parentheses around it just because I don't want it to, I want to make sure it divides by everything I add. 6 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 6 plus 7 was my parentheses. Hopefully I have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then I take that and divide it by 8. And the average is, or the mean is 3. That's just my phone. So the mean for the mean, I should say, not the mean, I should say the mean absolute deviation, the MAD, is 3.75. That's the answer I'm looking for, and bam, there you go. We're done with that. And that's how it is done.